So we're watching about how this kid stole $230 million. And let me tell you something. You stole $230 million? Hey Jesus, you are a genius, man. You are a genius.
No way. No.
$230 million?
You know
Child,
how much money gonna
God has blessed you. Of course he spends it. But shoot, 230 million, you could spend it for like a lifetime and you'll still be rich.
It's the 19th of August, 2024, the day a group of young adults carried out one
This
of the
was
largest
soon?
crypto heists ever recorded. 20-year-old Malone Lem, 18-year-old Vir Chatao, 21-year-old Jendiel Serrano, Danish Khan, and Chen. These kids targeted a single Genesis creditor who had no idea they were about to lose a staggering $230 million worth of Bitcoin. But how did they pull it off? Were they
How did Bitcoin become even so rich? What does Bitcoin do, gang? Like, I seriously don't know. Like, it's just what do they do? Like, I just know that they cost a lot of money, but what is Bitcoin even about? Like, seriously, I don't even understand the concept of Bitcoin. It's like just online currency. Like, what do people do with Bitcoins? Like, what do you do with that? Is it like a collectible, something you trade with?
expert hackers with advanced
Like
coding
Pokemon
skills?
cards?
Well, it was much simpler than it seems. These scammers did something very clever. They hacked into basic human nature. It all began with a phone call, a seemingly harmless contact from Google support. But this call wasn't from Google at all. Using a spoof number, Vir Chatao, also known as Wiz, convinced the victim that their personal accounts had been compromised. With this false sense of urgency, he gained access to the victim's Gmail and iCloud, where he gathered key security information. Another call followed, this time from Jendiel Serrano, aka Box, claiming to be a representative from Gemini, the crypto exchange the victim used. The victim was tricked into believing their account was under attack. Under pressure and convinced they needed to act fast, the victim reset their two-factor authentication settings, giving the thieves the access they needed to take control of the Gemini account, quickly sending funds to a compromised wallet. The situation was spiraling, but the victim had no idea.
This is
When
why
he was asked to use any
This is why we don't give money to everybody, because some people generally don't know that scammers exist. People call, you can tell when it's a phone like a scammer. I'm not talking about like the Indian scammers that have the accent like, oh, today man, your account, I need to sue. I'm a tech service from Google service. I'm trying to see if your account works. You know, I have some of the worst Indian accent, but like you can tell when somebody's a scammer, gang. First of all, like they'll be like your account, like something, they are so vague about it. Like it's the fact they're so vague, like you're an idiot. They'll be like is this the owner of the account? You'll be like what account? They'll be like something like the account for whatever like company that they're trying to be. Like the account for this, they'll be like I don't know, is it? They'll be like are you William Frank? Are you William Frank? Like they have zero idea who you are. They just they're like so vague and like you could easily tell it's like a scam. I don't know how people fall for scams.
a remote access software, it seemed like another step in securing their assets, but in reality it was the final blow. As the victim unknowingly shared the screen, the private keys to their Bitcoin wallet were exposed, and in just a few clicks, the digital fortune was transferred into the hands of the thieves.
Oh, wow.
No
way.
No way.
I see it, bro. It's on the blockchain. It's on the blockchain, bro. Oh
No way.
my god! Oh my god!
In a private video, they recorded the live reactions to the successful transfer of 4,064 bitcoins valued at over $230 million at the time, clearly excited as they watched the millions flow into their wallets. How did they manage to pull off such a heist? How could someone with that much wealth be deceived so easily? And why will they record themselves in the act of committing such a massive crime? These are questions that might never be fully answered, but one thing was clear: the money was now in the hands of the criminals, and they knew their work wasn't done yet. Exactly 17 minutes after, they quickly set about laundering the money. To make it harder for authorities to track the stolen crypto, they split the Bitcoin into smaller amounts and transferred it across 15 different exchanges, a common tactic known as pill chains. The idea was to break the large transactions into smaller ones, making them harder to trace. Bitcoin was swapped for Litecoin, Litecoin was swapped for Ethereum, and Ethereum was swapped for Monero. The
so you just
process
trade
took
them.
several days, with constant swapping between different currencies and exchanges, further obscuring the trail.
Hit go to the top right, the settings bar. Settings, no, not that. Like the swap settings. Set custom recipient. No, bro, what the hell? Do 998.
Alright, bro, you're so horrible.
You can't.
Bro, I'm clearly busy, Caleb. Planning a heist.
Soon enough, all the stolen money was now clean money, ready to be spent, and the criminals didn't hold back. The day before the heist even took place, they were already planning on how to spend their fortune, sharing links with each other on Telegram of expensive luxury clothes they wanted to purchase, from brands like Louis Vuitton, Givenchy, and Philippe Plein. While most of the
Absolute
crew chose
nitwits.
to play it safe, keeping a low profile and resisting the temptation to splurge, one man couldn't help but stand out. His name? Malone Lamb.
Ballin', like it's game time. Locked in when it's game time.
Wait, did that like? But didn't the like?
Malone was
Wouldn't the like
based in a-
government be like? Wouldn't the government like wonder how they got the money and everything? How he got the money and everything? Because like technically, like the government would be suspicious of anything. Like, did he money laundry? Like, did he money like clean the laundry? Like money launder it or something? Or like since it's like Bitcoin or stocks, that he could have just easily said that he bought it, like when he was a kid or something, and like he found it like when like his dad like bought it like when he was a kid or something, and like they found like a hard wire, and like they like found out they had like 4,000 bitcoins, I guess.
LA, and the moment he got his
Or
hands
what
on the
about the
money,
parents?
he
Wouldn't
wasted
the
no
parents
time
be
diving head
suspicious?
first into a luxurious lifestyle. Everything he had once watched wealthy people enjoy was now within his reach, ready to become his new reality.
There's the
Nightclubs
jacket.
became his second home. Almost every night, he hit a club, spending ridiculous amounts of money on VIP sections and bottle services. His bar tabs were unbelievable, some nights costing $265,000, $300,000, and even more than $500,000.
$500,000 at the club? Jesus Christ, my friend, $500,000 at the club? Oh my gosh, bro, this is why people are so broke nowadays. You guys just spend, bro. Like now what? Like if you like, do you guys think this lifestyle is gonna last until bro? By the age of 30, you're gonna be broke. $500,000, bro. If you don't get absolutely laid by absolute 5 BBL demons with the best throat or whatever, gang, I'll say that you just got scammed, gang. $500,000. Oh my, $500,000 in this economy. This was in 2024 too. $500,000 on the nightclub. You spent $500,000 on girls and on drinks. Oh
In
man.
a single night. If you were in one of those clubs, you couldn't miss him.
Hey, yo, Malone, you going real crazy like it's your birthday.
His name will be flashing on signs, and DJs will shout his name, giving him all the attention.
Malone! 70 bottles, Malone! Welcome home, Malone. They just hit $100,000 in bottles right now. Jesus.
The type of stuff you do just to flex on your level 1 homeboys.
He quickly became everyone's favorite, because whenever he was around, everyone got to drink for free. He threw
See,
around
that's
cash
the
like it was
problem. Like, no, bro. Nobody, like, everybody got to drink for free. People are going to start all ordering the most expensive thing on the menu. They don't even drink that. They don't even know what they is. They just going to see it cost like $5.3 million. They're going to order like 10 bottles of it. Like, no, gang, this is what nobody is having an empty check in my name. No, not a single person is having an empty check around me.
nothing, and one time he even handed a DJ a massive 6-liter bottle of Golden Ace of Spades champagne, which could cost anywhere from $25,000 to $60,000. Another time he tipped a DJ $2,000 and had all the unopened bottles in the club sent straight to his house.
He even tipped me $2,000. When I tell you the amount of bottles he sent me that I took home, brand new, everything sealed, brand new.
But as fun as LA was, it still didn't feel like enough. He craved more attention, more luxury, more extravagance. So what did he do? He chartered a private jet to Miami. There, he took his spending to a whole new level. In Miami, Malone settled in a waterfront mansion. This place wasn't just any house. It was a $10.5 million estate with a $62,000 a month rental price tag. This mansion was massive, covering over 8,500 square feet, with 25-feet ceilings, 10 bedrooms, and a huge pool with a jacuzzi. It had 2 big front gates and a garage with a spacious driveway that was later filled with expensive supercars and luxury vehicles. vehicles.
So, well, like,
Malone bought a
his
black
parents is,
Mansory
like,
SF90,
just
a white Lamborghini Urus, a
were
fully kitted
wondering
out
where he
white
get-
Mansory Lamborghini
Jesus
Urus with baby blue
Christ.
interior, a matte black Lamborghini
Dang.
Revuelto, the
Dang.
new Porsche 911 GT3
Wow.
RS, the new Ferrari SUV in black, two Mercedes-Benz
This
G-Class,
boy
one in
is
grey,
ay,
one
ay,
wrapped
ay.
with matte black camo, a convertible matte black and pink Rolls-Royce Dawn, a blue BMW M4, another Lamborghini Revuelto in matte grey, a blue
Bro, how
Lamborghini
many sports cars is he gonna buy? God dang. Bro, his parents are not wondering where he's getting all this money from. Is his parents just like not wondering? Like his parents, like bro, if like imagine you're just chilling and your kid is suddenly buying 15 sports car, spending $500,000 at the club every day, and moving to Miami and buying a $10 million house at the age of 20. I'll be like, some. Where did you get all this money from? Huh? Like what? I would be bamboozled. 15 sports cars. God dang. Yeah, he's gonna be broke. This boy's gonna be in crippling debt by the age of 26.
Urus, an all-white wide-body kit Lamborghini Aventador SVJ with Malone's name written on the bottom of the door, a matte black Ferrari 812 Superfast, another Lamborghini Aventador SVJ in blue, a pink Urus, which Malone originally bought as a gift for his ex-girlfriend to try to get her back, but got rejected again.
This boy is a pimp, a simp, a bum. You know what they say, money can't unlame you. Once a bum, always a bum. How you gonna buy a pink Urus for a girl and she still rejects you? You are a bozo, gang. You bought a pink Urus for a girl, your ex-girl, trying to get her back and she rejects you. God dang, you are a loser. And you unsent a message. I see that you unsent a message, gang. Jesus, bro. You know how bad that you telling me that your girl, like imagine, like you know how, like you telling me that you sent her a pink Urus and she said no, I'm taking. That means you are a one bozo. You are one bum.
A
I don't
fully
care.
black carbon fiber McLaren 765 LT, a blue Pagani Hura, and many
He's
more
still
cars.
going.
If you
God,
didn't realize it by now, Malone was always rolling with fashion. He rocked high-end designer pieces like Louis Vuitton and Givenchy. His style was expensive.
like if you wear, like I'm gonna be honest, if you wear fashion and everything, I can't respect your dress. I'm not saying that wearing designer and all that stuff is not bad. It's like it's bad or anything. But if you wear like straight designers, I can't respect you. You have no drip, gang. You're just going with you're just a bandwagon. Are you just following with the crowd? Like you wouldn't be wearing it if it's not designer. Just simply because you're wearing designer does not mean that you have a good fit on. All right, I'm gonna say it. Designer does not mean you have a good fit on. Designer just shows that you're rich. There's the thing. If you wear designers, I'm gonna know that you're rich. I but if you were designers, straight designers, I can tell that you can't dress, gang. You can't dress. You're just a numbskull. And I feel like, and if you were a straight designer, that tells me either two things. Either you're being sponsored by them, or you have a buttload of money and you don't know how to spend it. Because only nitwits spend it on straight designers. You have to go to the thrift stores, Salvation Army, Goodwill, and all that stuff, and you buy yourself some real gems, and you gotta get fits that complement each other, not just straight designer. Like wearing a all Gucci set, I could tell that you're an absolute geek and a woman beater.
The most expensive piece of clothing being the Moncler Maya 70 by Paul Manges jacket, which alone cost $50,000 or more. But after all this wasted money on clubs and cars, Malone finally decided to invest his money in timeless pieces that will hold the value over time,
A Rolex,
like his Cuban link chain bracelets
AP
filled with
switch,
diamonds, a Richard Mille covered in diamonds, and a diamond ring for each one of his fingers. One Richard Mille wasn't enough, of course, so he bought multiple. Even his glasses had diamonds.
Yo, don't take no video.
Malone wasn't just a millionaire obsessed with himself. He had a
think that he's
generous
a
side,
Saudi
often
Arabian
using his
prince the
wealth
way
to
he's
give
spending
back
his
to others
money.
in need. He bought 5 Birkin bags and gave them away to random girls at the club. One of these lucky ladies was a model named Olivia Allen.
Guys, I can't even make this up when I say that I just woke up to a Birkin in my bedroom because a man gave it to me in the club last night. This is your sign.
He's the reason that girls have such high standards nowadays. He's the reason that there's a baddie inflation, all right? There's losers like him that just spend money on girls and everything. Like bro, spending money on girls and everything. Now she's gonna expect the common folk to do this. She's the reason that like she's gonna see that he's 20 and everything and be like, so oh my god, if my man isn't like if my future man isn't 6'5", athletic as freak, it can jump off the gym, built like an absolute a SEAL 6 trained veteran and has like at least a $200 million net worth. I don't want him. It's because of him. He's giving random girls Birkin bags. Oh my god! Like, bro.
Go clubbing.
Another lucky lady who got a Birkin bag was famous TikTok star Sky Bree.
Me and my two girlfriends walk over to the section, and this kid, I'm gonna refer to him as like a kid. I mean, he was definitely over the age of 18. He looked pretty young. He comes towards me and he's like, I got this for you.
They're not gonna let you crush.
She ended up saying she didn't like it.
It's beautiful, but to be honest, it's not really my style.
While Malone was busy making his name known, flaunting his wealth at every turn, he was also drawing the wrong kind of attention. His outrageous spending, paired with his desire to be noticed, made it easier for authorities and blockchain experts to track him down. Investigators, including prominent figures like ZachXPT, were closely watching the flow of the stolen funds, tracing each move as he splurged on cars, clubs, and luxury items. The more he spent, the more obvious it became that his newfound fortune was linked to the heist, and soon enough, the walls started closing in.
Like, did he think that he was just gonna be able to spend all this money like without any
Malone thought he was untouchable, but behind the scenes, law enforcement and experts like ZachXPT were already connecting the dots. Through his flashy spending, investigators tracked large transactions linked to the stolen Bitcoin, using blockchain analysis to map out the movement of funds. What's more, both Box and Wiz slipped up during the process of laundering the funds. On several occasions, they accidentally leaked the stolen funds with their personal assets. Wiz, for example, also leaked his full name during a screen recording, while Box reused deposit addresses, making it easier to trace the funds back to them. These mistakes, combined with recorded conversations and digital footprints, painted a clear picture of the criminals' activities. By mid-September 2024, the FBI and other authorities had gathered enough evidence to act. On the 19th of September, federal agents raided Malone's Miami mansion, where he was arrested, surrounded by all the luxuries he had bought with a stolen fortune.
We hear boom, and we thought that was shooting in the neighborhood, and we saw a lot of police. This was something that never happened in this neighborhood. Most of the time was a lot of party. It was party because I can hear from my house the music.
It was a stark contrast. Malone, who had lived like a king for just a short while, was now being led away in handcuffs. Authorities were able to freeze over $9 million in stolen funds, with $500,000 already returned to the victim. However, a significant portion of the stolen money remains in cryptocurrency wallets. At the time of making this video, $21 million linked to Box is still sitting in one wallet, while Virche Tao, also known as Wiz, has around $39 million tied up to his account. Additionally, $4 million of Malone's funds remain untouched in another wallet. But what happened to everything else he bought?
He's gonna be bankrupt soon. He only had $4 million left. Yeah, he was gonna go broke soon.
The cars, the clubs, the private jets, and all the flashy stuff. See, when a criminal buys luxury items, like cars, with stolen money and later gets arrested, the government steps in and seizes those assets through a process called asset forfeiture. This allows law enforcement to take control of anything purchased with illegally obtained funds, such as cars, houses, or expensive jewelry. Once these assets are seized, they are usually put up for auction. In many cases, dealerships or buyers, including the same dealer who originally sold the cars, can purchase them again, often at a lower price than they were initially sold for. The money made from these auctions then is used in a couple of ways. A portion of it will go toward compensating the victims of the crime, helping to recover some of the stolen funds, while another portion could be used to cover the cost of the investigation and legal proceedings. If the victim is lucky, he can get 50 to 65% back after the auction and administrative fees, the cut the investigators will get. However, in Malone's case, 3 of the cars he purchased, the Mandarin Lamborghini Urus, the Lamborghini Revuelto, and the Porsche 911 GT3 RS, were later transported to LA following his arrest. These cars were spotted by EFF Spot, a popular YouTuber who is known for his rare and expensive car spotting videos. In this particular video, both the Revuelto and the Porsche appeared with noticeable damage. The Revuelto had significant front-end damage, while the Porsche was dented in the rear, suggesting that the Revuelto had likely rear-ended the Porsche. This kind of damage will undoubtedly decrease the value of these cars when they go to auction, significantly reducing the amount the victim could recover. The same process will apply to the clothes, jewelry, watches, and designer glasses glasses that Malone purchased. These luxury items are likely to be seized by authorities and auctioned off as part of the asset recovery process. High-end watches, such as his Richard Mille pieces, are particularly valuable and could bring in significant amounts at auction. While designer clothes typically depreciate in value, Malone's expensive pieces will still hold enough worth to help recover the funds for the victim. As for the wild spending in clubs, that money is pretty much gone. When you blow $500,000 in a single night on bottle services and VIP sections, the clubs aren't held responsible for giving it back, especially if they had no clue the money was stolen. Same goes for the private jets. Those jet companies provided a legitimate service, so the money Malone spent on his flights is long gone. In conclusion, while most of the big ticket items can be seized and auctioned, much of what Malone spent on services, like clubs and private jets, is lost for good. This story isn't just about a major heist or the luxurious lifestyle Malone enjoyed for a brief moment. It's a lesson in greed, the dangers of showing off wealth that wasn't earned, and how quickly everything can come crashing down. Despite all the money spent, the nights out and the flashy purchases, Malone's dream life was built on stolen funds, and it was only a matter of time before it fell apart. Authorities might recover some of the stolen money, but the damage done to the victim and the recklessness of Malone's spending spree are a reminder of how easily things can slip away for Malone and his friends.
But he got his hands on like a little bit of money and immediately spent it on everything. This is the biblical level of greed that they be talking about in the Bible. Like this guy got money and was spending it like he's an A1 rapper, A1 celebrity. Not even celebrities spend money like this. You could tell like whenever people spend money like this like crazy, it either means that one, they're either a rapper or like social media influencer and they're trying to make more money because that's how they make money, or two, it's a scammer or they stole the money. Because like 99% of the time, if somebody is like just burning through money like this, there's three options, right? Either he stole that money, it's not his. He's a rich, very rich, spoiled brat, nepo baby from a stinking Saudi Arabia family, or like a unknown like Egyptian, like unknown like country or whatever, and that like his family just has like multiple billions or millions of dollars. Or third, he's a social media influencer or a rapper. Those are the only three times that you see people just spend money like crazy like this. Cause like no sane person, if you work for your money, are you gonna be spending it like this? No. If you grew up broke and you get a money, you're not gonna be spending it like this. You're gonna spend it, yeah, but you're not gonna be spending half a million at the stinking strip club. No, bro, you're gonna be like some god dang it. I remember when I was broke and I was stealing funds from my stinking school stimulus check. I'm not doing this.
What started as a wild ride of lavishness ended in arrests and their names tied to one of the biggest crypto crimes in history. In the end, this heist shows us that no matter how clever the crime or how big the payout, the law always catches up, and the price they paid was far greater than the short-lived luxury they enjoyed.
Dang. It's tough, my boy. That is tough. What? Hey, at least he got like 2 months of like absolute living like a king. Now he got like 20 years in prison though.
Oh, by the way, remember Olivia, the model who got a Birkin bag? Yeah, she made a TikTok after Malone's arrest styling the Birkin with a police uniform. And also another TikTok in the same club saying, no free bags tonight, just free drinks.
Yeah, she did not mess with you, gang. Look at you. Yeah, you was not getting no girl, bro. Lame my boy. Yeah, like 50, half a milli, bro. Dang, bro, like Jesus, bro. Now I'm mad. I'm mad too, gang. Like half a million? Let somebody give me half a million. Let me get 230 milli. Oh shoot, bro. I'm gonna turn that 230 million to like $1 trillion. Best believe that. But anyway, y'all, that's it for today's video. Like, subscribe, and comment, and follow for more. Follow me on Discord, Twitch, and YouTube, because I might be going live soon. I don't know.